Call hello Yahweh Bahasham Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Call hello Yahweh Bahasham Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Hey, the Most High is moving in people's lives, man. In mine, and some brothers I know, and sisters I know's lives that are trying to seek and follow Him, follow His word in truth and in sincerity, man. I could tell y'all so many good things the Most High has been doing in my life and brethren's lives that I know of, but y'all would think we're bragging. So instead, I'm just going to say, call hello Yahweh B'Shem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? Wanted to talk real quick about something one more time. Better than friends or companions is a wife with her husband, right? A covenant before the Most High, an everlasting covenant. That's what marriage is, right? That's what marriage is supposed to be, at least. It's not that for most people. There's a lot of brothers out here, a lot of sisters out here that claim to be in the truth, and guess what? They're getting married, and they're not keeping their covenant. They're not keeping their vows, man. And some of these people are the people that y'all are learning from, right? These are false prophets. These are wolves in sheep's clothing, like Yahweh Shai said in Matthew 7 and 15, I believe, right? A man and his wife or wives is better than having a friend or a companion. Why? Why is that better? Number one, the woman was created in the first place for this, right? Genesis 2 and 18, Yahweh said it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him, right? This is what a lot of sisters, a lot of you females don't understand, man. You women in general don't understand. You need to understand that the Most High put you on this earth to be a helpmeet to a man. That was your original purpose, right? Malachi 3 and 6, the Most High doesn't change, right? Therefore, your purpose does not change. But notice it says it is not good that a man should be alone. It's not good for us brothers to be alone, right? This is why so many brothers want a wife. Now, most brothers don't deserve a wife. They can't provide for a wife properly. But we all want wives, right? It's not good for brothers to be alone, especially if the brothers aren't strong in the spirit, which most brothers aren't strong in the spirit, right? You leave a man to himself and he's not in the spirit, he's going to start to deteriorate, man. Spiritually, mentally, even physically, let himself go, get out of shape, right? They're going to get lazy. They're not going to be reading and studying as much. They're going to be playing video games all day, smoking weed, eating edibles, getting drunk all day, watching porn all day, on their phones, watching TV all day, right? So if it's not good for a man who is the stronger vessel, the stronger of the man and woman to be alone, then how much worse is it for a woman who is the weaker vessel, according to 1 Peter 3 and 7? How much worse is it for a woman to be alone, right? Más peor, that's what they say in Spanish. It means more worse or even worse, right? Even worse for a woman to be alone. See, this system has brainwashed a lot of you females, a lot of you women, into thinking, hey, I don't need a man. I don't want a man. Having a man is not important. I can do it all on my own. And let me say, especially for you sisters that have children, that's the most selfish spirit and mindset to be in. You say, I don't need a man, right? But what about your children? Your children need a father. Right? Not a dad, not just someone who's there every once in a while and doesn't teach them nothing. They need a father. Just like you need a head, you need someone to lead you in righteousness. Right? But y'all want to say, I can do it on my own. A woman that's in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, a woman that's in the spirit of truth, knows that that's a bunch of brainwashing BS, right? Because a woman of the Most High knows that she was made for the man. Since the beginning, right? Now, some sisters have said that me and other brothers, right? Well, y'all are just telling everyone to get married. And you're saying sisters need to join a house and get a man of the Most High. You're saying all us sisters need to be married. Khan, That's exactly what we're saying, right? We're saying to do what you were created to do. We're saying that in these times we're coming into, more than ever, you're going to need a man of the Most High, right? Not just any man. Because like I just posted in my last post, that Proverbs 13 and 20, I believe. You're going to be a companion with the fool, man. You're going to get destroyed. You walk with wise men and you're going to be wise, right? But it's funny that y'all think that this is such a bad thing, because if brothers started saying, hey, you have a car, you should drive your car. Use them to drive them, right? Nobody would even think about it. They'd be like, well, obviously we're going to drive our cars. That's what they were made for, right? But then why, when we tell sisters, right, that they should humble down and they should join a man of the Most High's house, why do y'all have such a problem with this then? If that's what females were created to do, you understand what I'm saying? It's a benefit to the woman to be with a man. It's a benefit to the man to be with a woman, right? Sirach 36 and 25 says, where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled. And he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning, right? Where no hedge is, where no protection is, the possession is spoiled. To be spoiled means something taken away from a victim in robbery, right? A lot of sisters are having their understanding spoiled by listening to all these different doctrines out there, right? Listening to all these different men from this camp and that camp and this brother and that brother. And it's ruining their understanding by listening to all these different things, and they're not able to discern or decipher what's true and what's not, right? And that wouldn't be a problem if, guess what, if you had a head to be teaching you, right? Where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled. A husband was made to be your hedge. But a lot of you sisters don't want that. A lot of you sisters don't even think about your children. Don't you want your children to have a hedge in these last days? Right? Or you think, oh, well, I got to get out of my comfort zone to get that. Right? Y'all got to realize, like I said, your comfort zone is about to get real uncomfortable real soon, especially if you have no hedge, if you have no protection, if you don't have a man of Yahweh as your hedge and protection, and head and guidance and leader, right? Where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled. Me and the brother Azariah were talking about this on the last live we did, right? It's going to be all hell breaking loose soon. Book of Eli, purge type of hell, right? In Isaiah 13, it talks about the desolation or destruction of Babylon. And it talks about when Babylon is falling, when this nation is falling, it says many people are going to die, right? Their children are going to be dashed to pieces before them, right? Their houses are going to be spoiled. Wives are going to be ravished. Women are going to be raped, man. I know nobody likes to think about this or talk about this, but guess what? This is what's going to come to pass. It's in the Bible. None of these prophecies shall fail, as it is written, right? So imagine this, man. Imagine your children getting taken from you. Imagine your children getting dashed to pieces. Imagine someone coming up to you and taking your body from you sexually. Book of Eli days, man. That movie is spiritual. I suggest y'all go back and watch it again, right? Y'all saw what happened to the girl on the road that was with the dude, right? What did they do? They took it from her, right? And then the same thing almost happened to Mila Kunis, right? Until the man of the Most High, the man that was in the Word daily, until Eli came and did what? He came and saved her, right? Where no hedge is, the possession is spoiled. Sirach 36 and 24 says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest, right? The wife is supposed to be the man's possession, a help and a pillar of rest. See, most women have been brainwashed to think, again, that is a bad thing. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't belong to anybody, right? No. I'm not going to belong to nobody. I belong to me. God is my husband. Again, that's nowhere in the scriptures, sister. right? I can take care of myself. A man of the Most High can take care of and provide for you and teach you better than you can teach yourself and provide for yourself times 7, guaranteed, right? But that's only going to happen if you humble down and allow it to happen. If you humble down and realize you have to be a pillar of rest, right? You have to be a help meet. See, most of y'all want to be up on that pillar, up on that pedestal, instead of being the pillar of rest that upholds the head of the house, right? A lot of you sisters say you either don't want a man, or you do, but then you want to be the head. You want to buck up and get loud and disrespectful when you get corrected by the word from the man, right? Which that's his job to do that. A real man of Yahweh isn't going to put up with that BS in these last days, man. I'm telling you. And I'm trying to say this nice, right? I'm trying to say, I know I speak with some fire sometimes and y'all sisters don't like it, but that's what we need to move, man. Y'all been hearing smooth things from the Christian church and from your female friends and family members your whole life, and look where it's gotten you, right? A man of the Most High ain't going to put up with that in these last days, right? He's going to say, you want to be disrespectful? Bet. Scratch her off the list, right? And then when the shit does hit the fan, when you can't get food stamps unless you get the vax, when you can't work unless you get the vax, you're going to be looking at that man like, hey, he's the train to protection. You want to get on that train, and guess what? That brother's going to say, Salakia, but hey, that seat on the train's already been taken. There's no space for you no more, right? That train left the station already. That train to safety, to stability, under the wisdom of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, and under the man, right? Like I said on that live, hey, the Lord is my man, God or Christ is my man. That's not in the scriptures. 1 Corinthians tells you the order of the house. It's Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the man and the woman. The man is the representation of our Messiah in the family unit, in the household, right? That's why Ephesians 5 says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto Yahweh Shai. And as the church is subject to Yahweh Shai, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything, right? So he can sanctify and cleanse you with washing of water by the word. This is the man's job. To me, this is the most important reason every sister needs a husband. They need to be sanctified and cleansed by the washing of the word daily. The man needs to be breaking down the scriptures to them daily, teaching them daily, right? Especially when they get emotional, right? They get in their feelings, and that leads them out of the spirit. That's why 1 Peter again, 3 and 7, it tells you, men to dwell with your wives according to knowledge, because they are the weaker vessel, right? The weaker vessel needs that man to teach her, needs that man to help keep her in order, needs that man to protect her, like Eve needed Adam in the garden, right? The weaker vessel needs a man for guidance and leadership to prepare for the things coming in these last days, spiritually, emotionally, physically, leading into preparing into the preparation of husbandry, right? Sirach 7 and 18, it says not to hate labor, not to hate husbandry, not to hate all of these things that are going to prepare you in these last days, right? And of course, the weaker vessel needs man for that daily counsel that they need. Sisters need counsel, man, daily in this word. Sirach said, gold and silver make the foot stand sure, right? But counsel is esteemed above them both. Over gold, over silver, counsel from the word is going to keep you stable in these last days. Isaiah 33 and 6, right? You sisters got to start looking at a man with biblical counsel as something worth more than silver and gold, more than money, because according to the word, he is, right? That's why Isaiah 13 and 2, man, it says a man in these last days is going to be more valuable than fine gold. This is something the whole world is going to see very, very soon. People are already starting to realize this, right? So word to the wise, it's better to realize it now, humble yourselves now, act now, right? Get covered now, because later on, you're going to humble down either way by the Most High and his plagues, right? But by then, it may be too late. Because when Isaiah 4 and 1 takes place, hey, man, brother's going to be real picky in that day. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.